What's going on, guys? I'm Jaye the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I got to talk about this this story that I came across. Actually, it was via media takeout, but it's actually true. Not saying they haven't put up true stories before, but apparently there's a woman by the name of Lakeisha, and she put up a GoFundMe to pay back a PPP loan that she went and got, that she knew she wouldn't be able to pay back. And as of me doing this video, and I'll probably have it screenshotted in the video, she's raised over $4,000. She has over 109 donors, 158,000 shares, and 108 followers. And there's one anonymous donation that's actually the top donation for $1,000. See, this is what I'm talking about in regards to women and accountability. You know, women nowadays will never be held accountable for anything. You went and got a PPP loan that they're actually incarcerating people for, getting these loans under fraudulent circumstances. You went and got this loan knowing full well you wouldn't be able to pay it back. And where does she goes? She goes to GoFundMe. How in the world is she allowed to do this? Like, how is she allowed to do this? Only nowadays are women allowed to go to social media so they can get bailed out of their responsibilities when they go and they get these loans and they make these decisions. They are bailed out by other people, which is why these women never are able to make those changes, because they know that there's always going to be somebody to help them out. Nobody should be helping this particular female out under any circumstances. This should actually be illegal. You should not be able to go and ask people to give you money to pay back government funds. That should not be allowed to happen. But apparently it's being allowed to happen due to the fact that we feel so sorry for women who make awful decisions, that we allow them to do this. And listen, people can do whatever they want to do with their money, but I don't want to hear nothing about scams. You know what's funny? Why is it always everything is a scam when it comes to men? Every time a man puts up a GoFundMe or does a fundraiser, everybody comes out of the woodworks talking about it's a scam. He's trying to scam money, and he should not be allowed to do that. But we allow women to get on social media just so they can pay back money that they took from the government. And they are allowed to do this. They are allowed to go to the public and say, hey, I need you to help me pay back the money that I got from other people. And you got people that are willing to do this. They're willing to go and reach into their pockets and help get somebody out of a jam that they put themselves in. And we wonder why women are the way they are. You know, we have a Captain Save 'em society. We always trying to save these women from themselves. You know what? If she's able to gain the $20,000 that she owes to pay back the loan, you know she's gonna do something stupid like that again. It's just like during NBA All-Star Weekend, you had the women who the female who set up a GoFundMe so she can get back home, and she thought it was funny when people called her out on it. You know why? Because she's not used to accountability. See, in her mind, women can do these things because they're women. That should not be the case. But that's what goes on in this society. Women are allowed to do these things. They are allowed to walk the line of double standards, and no one seems to care. No one seems to care that these people are being hypocrites. They don't care. They don't care. But let this be a man doing this, and he be called all types of deadbeats broke. He should not be allowed to do this. You'd be seeing all types of videos and live streams talking about how this person is trying to eat off of others. I want people to understand this is where we are. This is how far we are falling in society, that stuff like this is allowed to happen. Under no circumstances should this particular female be allowed to gain money and resources like this when she is the one who made the decision to go apply for a PPP loan. So she should be the one handling all of the responsibilities that come with getting money from the government. You went and got money from the government. You should not be allowed to then come back to other people and say, hey, can you help me? I'm stuck. You should not be allowed to do that. But this particular female is allowed to do this. And she's not the only one. There are others who'd probably do the same thing. Because again, we don't want to hold women accountable for anything. We as men, we can be held accountable all day long. But in regards to women, we have to be patient. We don't know what her situation is. We don't know what's going on in her life. We don't know what's going on in her life. What's going on in her life is that she applied for a loan that she knew she wouldn't be able to pay back. And now she's going to everybody else for them to take care of her responsibilities. This is where we are. This is why we can't get nowhere in our society. The women have gotten too wayward. They have. And these are so-called independent women. These are independent women that don't need a man, but you surely do need one to get you out of that jam that you got yourself in. You got yourself in an impossible situation, and now you're looking for somebody to come and bail you out. You're looking for somebody to come and bail you out of a situation that you put yourself in. This is the problem that we are having. We are having a problem of non-accountability. Non-accountability. We're bailing people out from the decisions that they made, especially women. We got all these government programs. We have affirmative action. We have, everything is geared towards making sure that women are comfortable in our society, that women have everything they need. But what about when these women make the decisions that they make and they're not held accountable for it? That's what we need to, we really need to work on making sure that we are in an equal society. Because you got all these people that claim that they want to be in an equal society, but nothing is equal with them. Nothing. They are allowed to be hypocritical. They're allowed to point the finger at other people. They're allowed to place blame where it shouldn't be, all because they want to avoid accountability. And they are allowed to avoid accountability. They are allowed to do it. And then when you have men calling out the hypocrisy, everybody wants to be mad at men. You're mad at us for pointing out the obvious, that there's something wrong here. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section.